points out right quick that you the problem. Those of you that are looking down at the situation and saying you need to be doing what I say, not what I do. And Jesus begins to teach, and he begins to go through the land, and he goes to Bethany where he spent the night, and the next morning he went back to the city, and the scripture says it was early and he was wanting breakfast. So he stopped along a fig tree by the road, and the fig was, disappointingly, it had no figs. Catch this in the spirit now. It says, Jesus speaks unto the fig tree. He said, may you never bear fruit again. Has Jesus ever stopped within your midst and you didn't have nothing for him? After all that he's done, after all that he's given, after all the sacrifice that he made, has he ever stopped in your midst and you ain't got nothing for him? When you came in the church house this morning, you woke up clothed in your right mind. You woke up with strength and health. You had food on your table. You had everything you need, but you didn't have a praise. Everything you've been blessed with, rubbing elbows with the dignitaries in town and out of town, and you ain't got a praise. And our babies, they were singing their hearts out. I said, I got my good suit on today. I won't lift my hand. I can't sweat in this blouse. It's Dolce and Gabbana. I got it on the clearance rack, but don't nobody have to know. When Jesus is in the midst and the Holy Spirit is moving and we ain't got nothing to give him, what say ye? What are we saying to the Holy Ghost and the Spirit of God that we ain't got nothing to give him after all that is done? Can't fold my arms like that. I might lose this road. So Jesus says to the fig tree, said, may you never bear fruit again. The reason you ain't got back to yourself, living in them glory days, I'm going to get back to the heightened sense of where I used to be when my hair was curly. And I had a little money in my pocket and all the girls whistle at me. I'm going to get back there one day. But you ain't going to get back till you begin to give God something. You ain't going to get back to that prime time in your life until you're able to offer God something. And he ain't gonna never let you be what you used to be. He gonna make you what he wants you to be. And so even after that, Jesus and the disciples, they see the tree begin to shrivel up. And the disciples, the scripture says, the disciples are amazed at what has happened. And then Jesus, he challenges them. He says, have faith and do not doubt. Then you will be able to wither a fig tree with one glance. You will be able to tell a mountain to throw themselves into the ocean and they will have to obey you. Jesus comes in on a parade on Palm Sunday. And he begins to challenge the status quo of everything that has been. And he challenges it on purpose, family. He challenges it, number one, because he needs to set the record straight. He needs to set the order straight. He needs to set the order of the house to what God ordained it to be. And the second reason he challenges it is because he got to stir up some stuff. They got to have a reason to do what it is they got to do to him, because he understands that the sacrifice must be made. If you read on in the scripture, you'll see the Pharisees, they wanted to do something right away, but they was afraid. that a multitude of people might reject them and begin to fight against them. So they got a strategic plan in place. The pen right there, Mount Zion, you better believe that the devil is working on something strategically right now. Let me see what I can stir up. They acting like they love each other too much in there. Let me see who I can make mad and disturb, and so I can get something started and start a fire so I can create a fight up in there.